Today we are going to talk about two types of reading. The first kind of reading is the kind we all want to do, real reading. And we're also going to talk about the kind we don't want to do, which is called fake reading. I wonder if you are able to tell the difference between real reading and fake reading. For this demonstration, I have selected my husband's favorite college textbook. He loves this book so much. I've stolen it from his library. It is called Calculus, simply Calculus. It's a heavy book. I had to lug it. He must be really smart. Okay, so as I read this selection, it makes quite a bedtime story. As I read this, I want you to pay attention to my fluency. Do I sound smooth? Whether or not I pay close attention to the punctuation marks, like the commas. Do I pause? Do I stop at periods? Did I get every word right? Could you understand all the words I read? How good a reader I am. And you're going to rate me and say whether I did really good and I'm a great reader or not so. I'm going to start right at the beginning. Chapter 1, Functions and Graphs. Numbers, inequalities, and absolute values. Calculus is based on the real number system. We start with the integers. Then we construct the rational numbers, which are ratios of integers. Thus, any rational number R can be expressed. Recall that division by 0 is always ruled out, so expressions like 3 over 0 and 0 over 0 are undefined. There are also real numbers such as the square root of 2 that cannot be expressed as a ratio of integers and are therefore called irrational numbers. It can be shown with varying degrees of difficulty that the following are also examples of irrational numbers. So, how did I rate? Was I a good real reader or was I a fake reader? You decide. Well, if you said fake reader, you are correct. I was a fake reader because I'm going to share a little secret with you. I couldn't tell you anything about what I read. Didn't understand it, had no clue, and therefore I wasn't really reading. This is the most important lesson of the whole year in reading class. If you are not thinking while you're reading, you're really not reading. Good readers think while they're reading. They think about what they're reading. They make connections. This is called metacognition, which is a very fancy word for thinking about your thinking. And good readers do that. You're going to glue in some notes about metacognition. It simply says, text is what the author has to say. Thinking is what's going on in your head while you're reading what the author has to say. And the combination of the two is when you have real reading. If you're missing one of these, it ain't reading. So, glue these in. You can download a copy of this, or you could sketch it into your notebook, and this is where we stop for today. Well, we've covered a lot. We even read some calculus, so, you know. All right, well, and I hope that you'll be doing real reading. Download and print or draw into your notebook now.